Baby! Instant baby. Instant baby! She'll probably walk on the screen again. All right, I think with that out of the way, let's get this started. Go to Emerald Nuz. Meow indeed. Did she meow? I don't know if she's ever meowed audibly into the stream. She is a decent weight. She is an okay normal weight. She's not chunky. Let's fix up our colors here. I have to reset this every time I close OBS. I don't know why it doesn't do it, keep it on its own. Pause the music and get the game audio going. Audio, toggle sound. Let me know if it's too loud, too quiet. I can always adjust it. She's very fluffy. That's correct. Very fluffy. She's elderly now. It was a bit of a surprise. We went to the this was the previous time we went to the vet, and they were like, well, she's officially what we would consider elderly age. And I'm like, damn. We got her when she was 4, and now I believe she's 9. Sounds right. 8 or 9. And we just consider her birthday to be the day that we picked her up, because they didn't have one on file for her. Hopefully she has many, many years left. It's my first cat. My first anything pet. On my own, at least. All right. How many badges did we have? We had up to the last one, right? Yeah, because we had 2 deaths at Moss Deep Gym. Can't forget that. All right. And I'll get my source record going so that I can make a good video for y'all after we finish. And let's get started. That's right. We were right here. Okay. What's the status? 43s. Our max level right now is 46. That being said, I don't think we have any boss fights until then. Until the gym, that is. Because normally you'd have to fight either Rayquaza, or not Rayquaza, Groudon or Kyogre, but since we're on Emerald, I don't think you battle Rayquaza in this version. I just want to make sure I have a repel going. Surely I have max repels. Nope. Okay, we're good. All right, so a couple of things to do here. I need to find Sutopolis. That's our next goal, and I always get these routes over here mixed up. I believe we need to go around this corner here. Yeah, once you see like the whitest rocks over there on the side, then you're good. I also, okay, I believe I can catch here. Do you have Thunder Wave? You do. That actually might be useful here because this is a somewhat difficult Pokemon to catch. We have 1 Pokemon to catch for our team down here before the next gym. Great Balls, sure. We can make do. Big Pearl. Oops, I forget mashing B makes you have issues. You know what? Okay, I was gonna say while our repel's wearing off, I can go ahead and go into Sutopolis, but since it's done, we can go ahead and find our Pokemon. So, I'm pretty sure the same Pokemon are found anywhere underwater, so I don't need to find a specific underwater section. Although if we don't find it in a little bit here, I'll go ahead and make sure it's available. I want to say it's a 5% encounter. I should check that. I have to reach around Machi. She's hiding my my mouse. Okay. Hoenn underwater. Yep, it's just a 5% encounter. Golly, it's a high level. That's a little spooky. Come on now. A 5% encounter isn't as bad as it's been before. We had to do a, I think we had to do a 1% encounter for the pink run. Or was it 4? I think it was 4%. There was a 1% encounter somewhere. It was Volbeat. Volbeat was 1%. Clamperl is 65. Clamperl and Chinchou are the only other Pokemon here. So once we find one that's not them, it'll be the right one. And I think this may be the most controversial gray Pokemon that we're going to be getting. That one took so long, I was sure it was the one. And Pokemon in general. Okay, Pokemon, you catch little creatures, you battle them together. They all have their own types that are weak against other types. Normally, you know, if your Pokemon gets defeated, you just go and heal it and you continue on, but ours die. Ours die permanently. It's a bit of a hard mode since, you know, Pokemon's a child's game. To make it so it's not so easy. Bro, this is wild. Chinchou would have been crazy powerful on a blue run too. Assuming it's blue, it might be yellow. They be like that sometimes. Golly. There it is. Ladies and gentlemen, gray Pokemon number, what is this, 9? No, it has to be more than 9. I think this is gray Pokemon 10 or 11. Relicanth. I'm gonna do my best to not get in a situation where it just absolutely destroys me. I don't really know how it's gray, because normally it's just an issue. Oh, the sprite's weird in this game, but this one's, I don't know about this one. I think maybe Mightyena will be able to do the most damage without knocking it out. It's a pretty safe swap. Lower its attack. I don't know if it has ancient power, but if it does, I do wanna disable that as much as I can. I'm gonna use a strength. Let me look up Relicanth's HP before I do this. If I strength this Relicanth, is it going to explode? It's a rock type. Surely it has good defense. Okay, yeah, it'll live. It'll live this one. Golly, that's a crazy defense. In fact, I might be able to get away with a bite, but I'm gonna play it safe. We're 12 levels over it. Yeah. Oh well. Okay, Rock Tomb hopefully means it doesn't have ancient power. I was so sure it would have ancient power. I'm just gonna get out of this sleep. As long as it doesn't put me in a position where I'm going to be one shot, I'm okay. I'm saving my Master Ball. You might already know what for, but I'm saving it. Paralyzed, half HP. Sure. Okay. So here's the issue. We already used the name Grayfin. We need another name. Longevity Pokemon. Gray, and it has to be Gray something, just to remind people of the theming here. Gray. We did Greyhound. I know we had a couple lined up. You know, since cast form ended up getting like completely blocked, do you think we do Goose? You think we bring in Gray Goose again? If only I remembered what people were saying last stream. Gray Scale? Do we already have a Gray Scale? Scale would be fantastic because it is huge. It has a huge defense that feels like it fits. I almost went to type it again. I'm gonna do Scale, and I'm gonna hope that we haven't already used it. I don't remember. We'll do Grayscale. If I had it, it would maybe be in my team. We already have Grayscale. Okay, we're gonna have to rename it. Whoops. Oh well. That could be solved. You know, I was thinking like that was such a good name. Of course we've used that before. Question for your Stardew Valley series. I think instead of the one video weekly, it'd be better because we watch the video less because the content more encodes quality of creator. Weekly. Okay, I was doing it weekly. I'm not sure if I really understand exactly what you mean. I was doing it weekly for a while just because I had to bang out so much of it. It's almost over, so spreading it out a little more. Okay, who was I supposed to talk to here? Steven? Cool. Yeah, the expanded series is almost done, and I'm going to be stretching it out, like, cause it's, I mentioned in the last episode, it's going to be month by month instead of week by week now, cause I think I should have it 100%ed by, like, midsummer of year 4. So I'm working with that, and videos come out whenever I finish them. I don't hold off or anything. I'm not like, ooh, I don't need to record because it's a week later that I need to put it up. No. I kind of bang them out as quick as I can. Oops. Okay, well, we need to set up our rappel again. Hello, Fangor's son. Fairly certain there's absolutely nothing in here that we need to worry about. Yeah, I think in Ruby and Sapphire, this is where you would pick up Earthquake, but not in this game. Super ancient Pokemon named Rayquaza. Whoops. Mashing through it. It's very silent. Okay. Now we go to Sky Pillar. We don't have a lot of boss fights in this section, but we sure do have story to go through. Baby Jeffica says hi. Hello, Baby Jeffica. You say anything that I need? Okay. Let's fly. Dang, hadn't been to Pacific yet. Let's go, yeah, let's just surf down from Lost Deep. Okay, Relicanth. You can take, here's the question, here's the thing. I don't know if I really even want to teach Relicanth any water moves. If I have to, I can just pop Surf on it. It's not a big deal. But its special attack is only 45. In fact, let me get rid of Aggron real quick here. Just to like show you the stats that this bad boy has. Also, this is a chance to check its, I think it only has one ability, and that might be Rockhead. Rockhead, okay, that's not bad. I think it might also get Sturdy, and we might have finally avoided Sturdy. Look at that special attack compared to its attack. It's like 2/3. So Actually, what's it's modest. Okay. That kind of sucks, but at least it's still pretty tanky on the physical side. Gray beard. We can do a beard. Because that would be old, wouldn't it? I don't believe we have a gray beard. Earl, Hound, Scale, Poupon. Let me just make sure what we have of what we have. We got Finn, Matter, 20 Shades, Sun. We do have, oh, we have both. Y'all, we're running out of names. We've worked through them so well. Gray. I don't know, y'all. I don't want to rename them as anything that we've fainted either. Something like cloudy. Surely there's like a CGP? That's something I gotta search before I put it up. CGP Gray. I don't know if that's just a YouTuber. I don't know if I'm gonna name it after another YouTuber. Doubt like grayed out. Start using hex codes? Can we do light as in light gray? You're good. I don't want someone to be like, wait, he named me? Why'd he do that? Dorian Gray. That sounds familiar. I do like the idea of hex code. Oscar Wilde's novel, Gothic and philosophical tale about a young man who sells his soul. Let's do Dorian. Okay. We'll do Dorian. And then we're gonna hit the last one with the hex code because I think it's funny. Renamer's Slateport, right? Guess we'll find out. You're... Worm? Gray worm? Is a gray worm a thing? We did a lot of worm in the first run. All right. Hit it with the Dorian. I know it has been really hard to come up with names this deep in. I'm sure gray worm is a thing. Probably. That would have been well saved for a bug. Like Anorith. But oh well. All right, back to work. Let's go get Rayquaza. I think I could just zoom. If I get in any fights, then oh well. What do you teach? Dynamic Punch? Nope, not you. Dynamic Punch. I don't think we have any no guard users. I don't think there's a reason to go for that. Yeah, your guts. I don't even know if they get no guard in this game. All right. Now we do the infamous surf downwards for like 10 minutes. Look at that. Look at how far we went unimpeded. Here's where we started. Crazy how the rain just stops. Probably because of Rayquaza now that I think about it. I don't recall who we've fought here and who we haven't, so I'm just gonna continue to avoid as many fights as I can. No need to do anything unnecessary. Okay. Okay, buddy. That'll do that. Were any of the Pokemon named Ash? Nope. A little late, though. Alright, I'm just setting foot on ColorLocke. You don't have to go to the Poke Center, do you? Okay, no, we can fly here now. Is that Super Rod? We don't need the Super Rod. Oh my god. Got myself in a double battle. I don't think low kick's gonna do much here. This is why you don't just automatically level everyone up to level cap. You never know when you're just gonna have a million battles to do. Apparently, I saw a thing where you can patch the Pokemon games to where they won't, the music works separate from speeding up, which is very cool. I might have to like figure that out at some point. I have a Mach Bike, right? Okay, I do. We're gonna need that. If I remember right. I always forget what version of the tower is in what game, because it's different in like Ruby and Sapphire to Emerald. In Ruby and Sapphire, the bike puzzle is so much more difficult because it's not required. And in this game, I don't remember if it's cut out completely or just really easy. And I'm not complaining against it because I am really bad at it. Hold on, what can you find here in Sky Pillar? I don't think there's anything, but just in case I've somehow overlooked a very obvious Pokemon. Sableye, Mawile, Claydol, Banette, Dusclops. Funny thing, I think every single one of those Pokemon are black. This is a big area for anyone doing a black run. Go for it, Brainstorm. I think I have to hit this one, if I remember right. Yep. Yeah, this is the game where they just completely cut out the entire Mach Bike puzzle. I think they might add it back in the post game. And this is where I hope that I'm not misremembering that we don't battle it. Okay, that's right, we don't battle it. Good. All right, fly on over. Oh, Machi's moseying through. You can't even see her. You can barely see her. Smell my coffee? Oh, if you try to get down that way, you are gonna knock something down. I guarantee it. Oh. I've got to make a path for her. She did it. Peak, by the way. I think Banette has a darker color scheme than many other black Pokemon. Like Claydol's black. Claydol's not darker than Banette. I don't believe. I'd have to take a look at the sprites. Beautiful gray clouds. Yeah, could have done that. Ladies and gentlemen, we've done it. All right. And now we just have the gym battle. This is not the team I'm bringing in, but... Yap, yap, yap. Oh. I need to stop mashing. Mashing is making me... Okay. And now you... That should be waterfall? Gosh, if that was physical... Ooh, Relicanth would be cooking. Okay, that's fine. All right, I need to look up before I go in to see if Sootopolis City has any useful items. Let's see here. Brick Break. Oh yeah, we need to grab Brick Break. Given by the Black Pelt with the Kecleon in the northwestern house. Apparently there's a gray pigment called Battleship Gray. That would have been a good one for Relicanth too. I tried to go with things that weren't so obscure though. Brick Break is gonna be huge for I mean, that probably goes on Machamp. Unless there's something else that I'm just missing. And looking at everything else, we already got Waterfall. There's a couple of elixirs that aren't useful. A bunch of berries you can get, but they're all cooking berries, not useful berries. Okay. Yeah, plenty of names for when I don't do... if I do end up having to do more runs, it'll probably be like brown. Probably won't do another gray. Surprising lack of items here. I hope I have a berry that prevents confusion. I need that. Do y'all leave if I go in and out? Why are y'all standing here? They're blocking the area. Weird. Okay. So admittedly, I don't think what specific team we bring in here matters too much. Aggron is out of the running because it's a water type gym. Mudkip obviously isn't coming in. Barboach, unfortunately, I think Barboach is just outdone by Relicanth in every way. It does have amnesia. Does have amnesia. And it's a girl. Okay, that is important. Is Volbeat's always a male? Yep. So Juan's lead is a Love Disc, and what Love Disc is going to try and do is it's going to attract us and then confuse us. So, you know, if we had a Barboach that was a female, it'd pretty handily wall it out. This is rough. I mean, it's not rough. I just think this is a little bit of a gimme gym, but if something goes wrong, it can really go wrong. Because you don't want to be taking attacks boosted from the rain, because they have a couple of Pokemon that are going to try and set up Rain Dance. And if Kingdra comes in on Rain Dance, it has Swift Swim, it's going to outspeed everything. Does Volbeat... Okay. I think one thing we're going to be doing in every single gym from this point onwards is first checking if Volbeat sweeps it. Because here's the thing about Volbeat. It's got 94 speed. what Pokemon is slower than that from this next gym? Where's my Pokemon Emerald data? Oh, it's all Heart Gold, Soul Silver. Found it. Don't know why it wasn't in my recents. And here I can show it. It's so tiny! Gotta resize it. It's on my second monitor this time. I changed my layout here. Okay. So we are at... I'm gonna make this a little wider, actually. There we go. Moss Deep Gym, Space Center, Sutopolis Gym. So the fun thing about Sutopolis Gym, you'll see that none of these names are bolded. There's not a single required fight here if we don't mess up. Okay. Luvdisc outspeeds. Luvdisc will not outspeed. Kingdra might. That's gonna be a maybe. Nothing else outspeeds. Okay. So if we can set up on Luvdisc, Volbeat should be able to outspeed and one-shot everything. Let's cook then. You think in Universe Gym Pokemon are general knowledge and this is strategizing happens? In the anime, they just kind of go in and they have no clue. What do I have? Berries. Personberry, beautiful. All right, Volbeat will be given the Personberry to resist one instance of confusion. And then I just have to hope that it doesn't get stuck from being infatuated with Luvdisc for too long. I can take a lot of hits from Luvdisc. I'm not necessarily worrying about getting killed. I'm worrying about being forced to switch out, as in eventually. Ash is canonically a lucky idiot. True, true. I bet there's trainers that do study. And it would be considered like bad form, I bet. Okay, this team's fine. I really don't expect to have to use anyone other than Volbeat. But if I do have to swap, Machamp can cook, I think. Not a lot of clean swaps. I mean, Magneton, obviously. But Magneton doesn't have a setting up move. And it also doesn't have a great physical or a special defense. Wishcash. I didn't even look at Wishcash. Hold on. I need to... Real quick, we need to check Wishcash here. Wishcash at level... Oh. Oh, it's Whiscash, isn't it? Why is Whiscash not coming up? Is it WH? It is WH. Level 41. I just need to see about how much it does with its attacks. 25% with an Earthquake. And with a Signal Beam, we don't deal that much better. Oh, dang it. Wishcash has to go. How are we gonna do this? I mean, we can use Moonlight. To heal off damage from it. That might be the only way to go about it. It's got a nearly 4-hit kill. And I just have to hope we'll be fine. If we're not, I can swap to Mighty Inna so that it hurts its Earthquake a bit. Then maybe, actually I could swap straight out to Skarmory maybe. Machamp could probably eat it up. Funny, I say Magneton doesn't have a great special defense, but it has a better special defense than most of our Pokemon. What's our final level cap? 55? We should be fine with going right up to level cap. Okay, let's go. I think we should be able to take this on. Whiscash might be an issue. I don't have any Pokemon that know Surf. Okay. That's actually a little bit of a weird stop here. Also, just to check. Gets Brick Break. I mean, no. Brick Break is 70... 75. Low Kick's gonna be coming in clutch soon since we're going against fully evolved Pokemon. I don't know if there's a move I want to get rid of yet, actually. Let's see Elfangor. Hope you had a good time. I don't know if I'll stream that long. I want to get at least to the Elite Four. And that's 2 more bosses away. Aerial Ace. That would be good for Skarmory, would it not? Oh my god, I didn't teach Surf. I got so sidetracked. We have so many TMs now. I'll go ahead and give Dorian Surf. I mean, yeah, goodbye, Water Gun. I'm fine with that. I like the manga. I've read up to Emerald in it. It's really good. Thing starting, I swear to God, a squirrel climbed a tree and knocked a mystery box out of it. Yeah, they can do that. Animals will shake trees. Just to make sure I healed. Okay. I'm not going to put rare candies on myself until I know I'm not fighting any trainers. And you want to know something? I'm going to put Magneton in the lead just in case I fall down and have to go against like a trainer without swapping. I don't want Volbeat to be in the lead. Let's play a game called Do We Remember? I'm also really worried about like misinputting on the D-pad. Okay, we can give ourselves some rare candies. This is gonna take a hot minute. I'm also kind of running out of rare candies. Try attack? Be a physical move, but I don't really see a reason not to. Sure, we'll get rid of Spark. I think Spark is a 30% chance to paralyze, so it technically has a use over Thunderbolt, but I'm not too worried about it. 46, be very careful. I actually, you know what, I'm gonna save. just so we don't have an issue. And 46. Cross chop. I mean, that's good, but it's 80% accurate. I don't know if there's ever any time I'm going to, like, compare that to, like, a boosted revenge, right? A boosted revenge is going to be 120 power. Cross chop is going to be 100 unless it crits. I think we just keep revenge if we need to do that much damage in one turn. Maybe that's a controversial opinion. Metal sound, doesn't that lower special defense? Yeah. I mean, being able to debuff a Pokemon's good. I probably don't need Swift for any reason. Just in case there's ever a situation where we really need to one-shot something, I'll do it. Okay, level 46 for Mightyena. Pretty sure Mightyena's done learning moves. Such an early game Pokemon. All right, and Dorian's got some leveling up to do. Mud Sport, okay. Unfortunately, I don't believe... What's the move? What's the name of the move? Head Smash? The move Head Smash is not in this game, which is kind of Relicanth's whole thing. Bread and butter. Ancient Power, okay. I think this is worth it. It's a 100% accurate rock type move. I mean, it's stronger than Rock Tomb. I'm just looking at the fact that it only has 5 PP and wondering if I should also keep Rock Tomb? No. Takedown will be better. Takedown's better even after Stab. Sabrina in the manga was your bisexual awakening? Hell yeah. I like the way that half the gym leaders were kind of evil. All right, let's take a second look at these stats now that we're kind of on the level. I need to know what I will outspeed and what I won't outspeed. So, that was a loud truck. Magnemite outspeeds Celio and Crawdaunt. Machamp speed ties with Crawdaunt, which isn't exactly what I want to see when Machamp is a pretty good answer to it. But it's not gonna take too much damage in that fight. Skarmory outspeeds everything but Luvdisc and Kingdra. Luvdisc, who cares? That makes it a pretty good option on Whiscash, I think. Whiscash just doesn't have a crazy special attack either, so. Mightyena, once again, outspeeds everything but Kingdra and Luvdisc. That's good. A good swap in against Whiscash or Crawdaunt. What are these moves? Sand Attack, Strength, Howl, Bite. We haven't gotten Crunch yet? Dang. Does it get Crunch? I don't even know if I would go with it since Bite flinches, you know? Then my boy, 102 speed, just 4 short of outspeeding Kingdra. That's fine. This Kingdra does not have Sniper, it has Swift Swim, so even if it crits, we should be able to live an attack. And according to this, I'm looking here. I think Kingdra will be second one out. And that's what I want. I want Kingdra to be nullified as soon as possible. This might work. This just might work. Okay. Relicanth is outsped by everyone. Not great. It has a crazy defense, though. Unfortunately, everything here except Whiscash uses special moves. But, if it needs to, it can come in and give a Surf, an Ancient Power, a Yawn, whatever. Okay. Basically, everything rides on Volbeat killing this Love Disc, of all things. We need to give an item to Relicanth. Quick Claw might not be a bad option. Don't need to boost water moves. King's Rocket's never going to be moving first. I think I think he gets the Quick Claw. Because it's only being used as a backup. And in that case, I would rather it go first in any situation. 2 Oran Berries? How many Pokemon have confusing moves here? Everyone has Water Pulse, so I am going to give Mightyena a resistance to confusion. That might be a controversial opinion. Okay, I'm ready. Maybe I'm not ready. What is Juan's backstory? He's like, he had to make a comeback. Is the compelling reason just because Wallace became the champion? Let's do it. Hello, Lanix. All right, starting off with Love Disc. Not a huge threat, but gosh, it can really wall us out if it needs to. This is our only setting up Pokemon, so let's start putting up Tail Glows. Luckily, we outspeed it. That's gonna be a huge advantage. Beautiful. Okay, it went for Sweet Kiss first, not Attract. This is good. What I need to see... I'm actually going to do a quick check to see if I can kill Kingdra with only 1 boost. Thunderbolt. Very much not. I need to do all 3 boosts. I have no choice. Tail Glow again. It's probably going to go for Sweet Kiss again, which is fine. I just need to wait out the confusion. It went straight for Water Pulse. Okay, damage. Now, the sad thing about that is Water Pulse can also confuse us. So we just got to hope it doesn't happen. Disgusting. Okay. I'm going to wait out these turns of confusion. Okay. I don't care if it attracts me. I just really need to make sure that I'm not confused when Kingdra comes in. Crit me, deal damage, do whatever you want. I can't waste all of my Moonlights. Just gonna use another Tail Glow. Well, see, this is, maybe I should have just killed it. Maybe I should have risked hitting myself. Okay, we're out of confusion. Please, I need this Moonlight. Dang. I can't. Let me check. I can't be at this amount of HP. I can. Let's kill it. Let's try to kill it. Good. I can heal on Kingdra. That's fine. I might be dead to a crit. It went straight to Wish Cache. Okay, I'm gonna heal. Wish Cache can set up on us using Amnesia, but I'm not too worried about that because we're using Signal Beam to take it down, not Thunderbolt. And I believe Signal Beam has a chance to confuse, if I remember right. Yeah, this will be a quick three-hitter. I hate that the Love Disc might have been our biggest threat here. And it's simply because now we're boosted at +6. We take those! We take those! Okay. Next is Celio. Celio... I want to say Celio might take a Thunderbolt. It's a bulky boy. Let's see. Nope. I mean, well, if it's a crit, you don't take it regardless, do you? Really? No Kingdra until last. Okay, Crawdaunt. Crawdaunt very simply can do nothing against us. Crawdaunt's a physical attacker and its only moves here are Crab Hammer and Water Pulse, so it's not doing anything. It also comes with Leer for some reason, despite the fact that the only physical move on this entire fight is Body Slam and Earthquake from Celio and Wish Cache respectively. 47, didn't plan that, but that's fine. Kingdra. Now Kingdra always tanks a Thunderbolt, unless it crits. But I just kind of hope I don't get... Why did that kill? You know what? We did it. Admittedly, I didn't calc with like any of my ability or nature and everything, so maybe my nature and EVs made a difference. Don't question it, we did it. Clean. Volbeat clears. And y'all thought Machamp would have been the overpowered one. Don't question the W. Haven't done it in a while. Last badge. Our level cap is now 55. What is this? This is Water Pulse. Useless. I would never take Water Pulse over Surf. Volbeat clears. This is, mind you, this is the second gym that Volbeat has swept. Basically, so for every battle I'm gonna have from here on out, there's kind of gonna be a sequence of events. Number 1, can Volbeat sweep it? If not, number 2, can Aggron or Skarmory or even Relicanth wall them? And if not, 3, I just gotta figure it out. Just gotta cook something up. And that's gonna happen when you have 4 steel types. All right. I believe at this point we're allowed to just go straight to Evergrande City. However, we have one more Pokemon we need to catch. Before that though, I need to get an HM user for Waterfall, of course. So we're gonna go grab that. Bring Mudkip back in so we can use Dive. Who's not coming with us? I think Volbeat, when it's not boosting, it's not really holding its own against random trainers. But also, let's get Mudkip out of that front spot. It can go to Magneton, I trust. Resourceful with what you catch. That's what I love about this. I have never used a Relicanth or a Volbeat in my life. That's what's so fun about this. I'm literally learning about new Pokemon. And the next one I have also never used, but for slightly different reasons. Okay. So before we do this, I need to make sure I got my stuff correct. I'm just using fly here to look at the map real quick. 131, 130, 129. We haven't encountered a Pokemon on 130 yet. So that's where we'll go. 130, Hoenn. Can I get what I need here? Yes, I can. Okay. Okay. Actually, 129, I think I can get it outright. Just to check. No. Oh, no, I can. It's just a 1% encounter. Okay. I'll just go to 130 and... Where's the Super Rod? It's in Pacifilog, isn't it? Isn't it this guy? No, it's not. Where's the Super Rod? Musty. Maybe I got it. Hold on, I should check. I did get the Super Rod. Okay, we're good. It's weird that you can't run on Pacifilog Town. Yeah, Relicanth being needed for the Regitree. I think that's my favorite side quest in any Pokemon game. Although they did kind of keep that energy in Pokemon Sword and Shield for the DLC, introducing Regieleki and Regidrago. It's just about as cryptic, and I enjoy that. It's cryptic as a reference to the original Regis, that is. 130, okay. Let's start fishing. So as I said, I do need to catch a Pokemon to use the HM Waterfall. This is me catching an HM user, which by all rules of Nuzlocke is generally allowed. Let me be clear. This Pokemon will never be used in battle. Don't worry about it. It's chill. It could probably take a Tri-Attack. Actually, you know what? No, it's physical attack. It'll take it. Yeah, slurp it up. Himst. Okay. Now, you come with us. I do love Magneton. The next run guaranteed doesn't have a Magneton in it, don't worry about that. But it is crazy how it's going to be on the Elite Four team for the first 3 games. It's just that strong. Wow, look, a Wailmer. Sure, I'll nickname it. I liked Himst. That was a good... It was a good in-the-moment chat. Wow, crazy, Wailmer. Imagine that. Okay, let's go back to Pacifilog just so I can go to the PC. Oh, dang it. Staryu's in this game? Wailmer's. I do love Wailmer. Wailmer's a Pokemon that I would like to use in a playthrough at some point. I just always like, I don't know, it's so unassuming. Let me just walk slowly in Pacifilog Town. All right, let's get Wailmer ready to use Waterfall. You know, I guess it can kind of replace Mudkip. Things are going good. Hello, little Disacookie. I hope things are going good for you too. Grab Waterfall. Let's grab all of them and just shove them on. You don't need Whirlpool. That's not an HM in this game. Give it Surf. Heck, let's give it Dive. Who cares? No. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna look up a little something here. Just so I make sure. You know what? I'm looking to see what items we could grab, perhaps, to the left of here. Okay. Did we ever get the TM for dig? I think we had to come back for that. We never got dig. Okay, I believe that's in Fall Arbor Town. Let me confirm. I'm gonna be doing a lot of searching soon, like in this next little section. Confirm. No? Wait, is it to the route? Is it Route 114 technically? Yes, it's Route 114. Okay, let's go. And you know what? Let's grab Poochyena here. Mightyena, we don't need you in the group for now. Okay, who's in the front? Okay, with all these Pokemon, all these HM users, I need to make sure they're not in front so they don't accidentally come out in battle. All right, let's head up to Fall Arbor. Move tutor. Wait, move tutor? What moves? Are you just the relearner? I do have a heart scale. Okay, this is the move relearner. Chill. Although, now that we're here, I would like to see what Dorian can get. Ah, nothing. That's crazy. I had Ruby. I was a Rubier. Machamp, what do you got? Sometimes they get good moves early on in their leveling when they're evolved. So it's worth checking sometimes. Skarmory might get like spikes or something. Yeah, it gets spikes. That's ultimately not really worth it. I'd rather have something up front that can set up or something. Oh no, my repel. Yeah, I remember getting Ruby for my 8th birthday. This is the Fossil Maniac. Get me to the end. Wait, what? When do I get, wait. Why no dig? Do I get it from you? Okay, I get it from you. Thank goodness. Dig probably won't be used. Here's the question. Who learns Earthquake compared to Dig? Because Dig could be you get Dig, you get Dig. Or no, this is Earthquake. And Aggron will, of course, get Earthquake. I don't want to commit to someone getting Earthquake yet. Oh, Dig is only 60 power in this game. Okay, yeah, that's going on Poochyena. Just use it. Now, it could go on Mightyena, but there's not going to be very many Pokemon that are weak to ground in the Elite Four, unfortunately. I don't know if there's any, actually, now that I think about it. Unless Sydney has one that I'm not thinking of. He has a pretty wide variety of types. But no, no one after that. I was not alive when Ruby and Sapphire came out. Hoof! I mean, that's what? 2002-ish? All right, I believe we have everything we need. Oh, do I have flash? Dang it. Whatever. We could do that in a second. We have everything we need right now. November 2002. Ooh, I'm on it. That's quite a gap between it and gold and silver. I guess there was crystal. I had to have gotten flash. Maybe I just didn't pick it up. Oh well. Let's use a couple of rare candies. Again, this is just prepping Whalmer to use Waterfall. Don't worry about it. Completely required. You don't need rest. You just need HMs. Oh, it's evolving. Again, whatever. You get flash from the guy in Dewford Cave, I remember right, and I think I just didn't talk to him. Ah, well, it just happens to. Oh, well, just a big fell. I just wanted to look at the sprite. Cool. All right. Let us set out. Let us get us. I think my repel wore off. A lot of scrolling that I have to do here. There we go. Now, before we continue, I do need to make sure that there's nothing, no items that I need here. Come on, Bulbapedia. Cook. Open it up. Okay. Like in Oras, there's Sludge Wave. Otherwise, there's like no items here. See ya, Disacookie. Hold on, I have to send a message real quick. All right. Well, knowing that, I just need to look at a map of the route so that I can go the right way. If I remember right, I want to enter like down here. This will lead to the first landmass, and we're battling. This is why I didn't have Whalmer in the front. Oh boy, is this the 6th Magikarp guy? That's not a Magikarp. But it's also level 21, so. Dang, my attack stat, oh no. Okay, 35 is a little more scary. Man, Gyarados is such a threat in these games. It's nice to have a Magneton just for it. Okay, it's not here that I dive, no. Wait, do I have to go one route to the left here? I didn't realize there were 2 different routes. Yeah, Route 133. Any items here? Star Piece, Max Revive, and Big Pearl. Not useful. All right, look at the map. Where's the dive spot? Okay. I believe we just want to stick to the bottom here. No! The way it yoinked me was crazy. Hold on, I might still be able to do this. Route 134. Registeel, what do you mean? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh gosh, is this area this big? Golly. Go up here. Oh yeah, Regigigas is Generation 4. A lot of yapping out here. Just gonna rearrange my party real quick, don't worry about it. That's not what that'll do, right? Nope. A lot of yap if you ask me. What's happening? A door opened far away. I'm sure that's not relevant. What a weird thing to stumble upon, y'all. Let me just put Magneton back in front. Fun fact. There was a Braille guide in the Pokemon Emerald guidebook in the instruction manual. All right, go back up. Now we can fly over to Ford City. Town? I always thought it was city. Because I believe we never grabbed Flash. Unless we taught it to someone. I don't think I would have, though. Never had a reason to. I did grab Flash. It's not in my TMs, is it? Oh, it's an HM. I'm stupid. It's usually not an HM. Okay. I didn't even move there. Well, we need to see if we have a Pokemon that's suitable to learn that. Probably won't need Himst. Volbeat can learn it, but you know, ooh. I think Nincada can? Yep. Cool. Or Nincada, if you're yucky. So, to not be coy about it any longer, I am implementing a heavy dose of my run, my rules here. Normally, the rules of what you're allowed to use as an HM user is very strict. You can't just like catch whatever Pokemon, like, oh, I need this for an HM, I need this for an HM, I need this for an HM. You gotta like grab just one, and it's only if you have no Pokemon that can learn the HM in the first place. That is the only situation where you're allowed to catch another Pokemon, generally. But again, when it comes to Nuzlocks, you can change the rules as much as you like. I'm playing with only gray Pokemon. That's where I get like, okay, I'm allowed a little leniency. I'm gonna play to the strict rule of, if I don't use it in battle, I'm allowed to have it and like utilize it for something else. Because it's not being used in battle. Okay, buddy. And that's what I'm going to use to explain my situation in the video. Hopefully, people don't get too mad at this. I just think it's fun. But for those who don't know what's coming up, I guess I won't spoil it before we actually encounter our Pokemon here. But I do think this will be the most controversial move I've done yet. Brother, there's so many people I never fought. That's okay, give me the EVs. 3 Surskits, bro? I think he gives a lot of money if you beat him later on in the game. Okay. I think that guy will battle us if we get in the way. Oh, I don't remember where I need to do this. Middle of the room. That's probably the middle. Hit him with one of these. I always love the animation of him just like pulling out the Pokeball. Hello! I'm not one to mess around. We're saving. Don't worry about it. I'm not gonna reset. So, Registeel is a gray Pokemon. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised it doesn't fit into either white or black, but maybe they're splitting the difference of its body parts and saying it's gray. I am more than okay with that. And guess what? You get a Master Ball in this game. You get a Master Ball, and I'm gonna use it. There's no rule against that. Boom. That's our last team member. Now, the only reason I'm doing this is because Registeel isn't overpowered. It has very high defensive stats, but other than that, you know, it's not crazy. Let me look up the hex code for pure gray. Can I do hashtags? Whoops. Oh, I can't. All right, we'll have to do it without the number. Eight. Is that a 0 or an O? I believe that's a 0. 0, 8, 0, 8, 0. That is the first thing that came up when I looked up a gray hex code. And it kind of looks cool. So we'll do that. Oh no, it was placed in RIP. No! Get him out. And with that, we're free to move on. I believe I could have caught that before this last gym, but who cares? I just thought it'd be cool to have a Pokemon between the last gym and the Elite Four. So like, just to give y'all an idea of how this Registeel is kind of working here. Let's grab it. It's level 40. Okay, it's a little below the rest of our team. We don't need Nincada anymore. We are gonna need Mudkip, so we'll put that on our team. Yeah, this is probably the team I should bring. Again, there's just a lot of water types we're gonna encounter on the way. Yeah, we'll keep Aggron out of the action for now. You beat it and Steven underleveled? Ooh, yay, I love playing underleveled. So let's get our boy up to level here. I swear half of this stream is just Iron Defense. Okay, let's look at this move. Okay, we're not getting rid of Curse for Iron Defense. I'm sorry to tell you that. Yeah, there's nothing I want to get rid of here. Metal Claw might go for something else, but yeah, that's quite the moveset. When are we gonna play Stardew Valley again? Once I beat this? I want to do an archipelago run. Amnesia Dog? Now that's a move. I always found this description so weird. Boosts strength sharply, but lowers abilities. That makes no sense. Let's get Amnesia. Curse can boost defense. Amnesia can boost special defense. Archipelago is where everything is randomized. You can randomize whatever you want, basically, but I'll be randomizing as much as I can. Just trying to get it to level 46 so we can compare the like stats between it and our other Pokemon. So this is my reasoning for allowing it. Look at Machamp's stats here. 141 attack, 164 HP, and even like a respectable special defense of 103. Now look at Registeel. Its attack and special attack are nothing to write home about. What's its nature? Impish? That raises speed? Let me check. So rough before they started color coding them green or blue and red. Impish raises defense and lowers special attack. I am okay with that. So yeah, you might notice the humongous defense stat of 161. That's thanks to that impish nature. Special attack isn't that low, even then. But like, that's not, those defenses aren't much higher than like, say, Relicanth, 134, Skarmory, 120. Like, it's not like going to one-shot everything, is kind of my meaning here. It's not breaking this game. It's gonna be a nice pivot option, and I think it's really cool to use it because it fits the color scheme. With that said, let's get going. Have I seen the 1.7 Stardew Valley leaks? I saw there's an interview, isn't there, for Stardew Valley's like 10th anniversary or something? No, not 10th. Is it 7th? Some amount of years. I haven't watched it yet or read it, whatever it may be. I need to teach Waterfall to Mudkip. 10th. Jeez, 10 years. Yeah, I need to watch it simply so I can make some shorts about it, I think. Goodbye, Tackle. You are the weakest link. I did see that they were adding 2 more NPCs to get married. And I can only imagine they're going to be the runners-up from the poll. I didn't know I didn't have my Super Repel up. So that would be Sandy and the Wizard, maybe? If I remember the poll right. But he could go, like, it's been years. He could go any number of directions with it. That's a dead end. Okay, buddy. Get out of here. Getting around all the rocks in Hoenn is kind of the only part that miffs me a little bit about it. There's just so many rocks. Okay. I believe there's 1 or 2 required battles on this route here. Evergrande City, we're officially there. Nope, there's no required battles. Hope that they're able to let you divorce Robin and Demetrius. He did say one time that that could be a good idea, didn't he? I think that's wild, but it's not like I wouldn't be super mad about it or anything. Okay, I noticed it was Scott there. I thought he might give us something. He doesn't. All right, we got to change our team for Victory Road, because I know we need like Rock Smash and stuff. Ooh, Dwarf Roommate would be awesome. So let's get Aggron in here. Relicanth would be nice to have. Actually, we don't need Mudkip. I don't believe there's a waterfall in here. Poochyena has Rock Smash. I think Skarmory can sit this out, if I'm honest. But hold on. Wait. We have a rival battle before anything that we need to consider. All right, let me close 1,000,000 tabs here and look up the rival battle. Is there any items? Oh, there's a Psychic TM here, although we already have Psychic TM. I'm just like looking at a map. Oh yeah, this is the first place that we could possibly pick up air on if we didn't get it before the second gym, by the way. Crazy work. And unfortunately, there's no way to get nose pass here. Which would have been fun, but there's no way I'm using nose pass at this point in the game. Wait, is Wally at the beginning of Victory Road in this game or at the end? He's at the beginning, isn't he? Altaria, Delcatty, Roselia, Magneton, Gardevoir. It's not a particularly threatening team. In Oras, it's the end. That's right, because he has his own dedicated room. I'm gonna give us ourselves a couple of levels here, because I'm not dying to a non-gym battle. I'm also probably gonna have to put in a couple more rare candies, because 55 is a lot. Crunch! Oh my god, it took that long! As much as I'm gonna miss the bites, we do kind of need a little bit of outright damage here, so I'll take it. Yes, it was a good theme. That's one of the biggest improvements, I would say, from the originals to Oras, is Wally being a proper rival. Having a little more relevance in the story. Metal Sound. Yeah, you don't really have a reason to have that. Yeah. No. Rest? No. Zap Cannon. No. Not quite the build I'm planning on doing with Registeel. Speaking of, we have a couple of TMs. Again, I don't want to use any until I absolutely know who we're bringing in. Didn't I have an Ice Beam TM? Or did I use that on Glalie? Ugh. Aggron gets Overheat, doesn't it? Nope. Wrong about that. Someone has to get Brick Break. And it's gonna be Machamp. I'm thinking about it. I don't think any team is gonna be using Double Team or anything. So I think I just get rid of Vital Throw. The next Stardew Valley, extended Stardew Valley will be in the 1st of summer. How long in real time do you think? Hard to say, because I'd need to play through the entirety of spring before, like, we're there, you know? I really have no clue. Shadow Ball could go to Mightyena. Crunch out damages it, I think, to start, but Psychic, no one gets it. Return. Everyone gets it, but it's not stab for anyone. I almost feel like Registeel might be the best user of Earthquake here. Machamp's not going to get a lot of resistance to its fighting type moves. And again, nothing really resists. Nothing's really weak to ground coming up here. I'm not willing to use it yet until I've figured out everything about our final couple of battles. It gets Water Pulse. Alpha Sapphire is one of my most played games too. It's between Alpha Sapphire and Moon. Not sure which. Okay. I gotta be honest, I don't think that this is going to be a really super difficult fight coming up here. So I'm just gonna zoom it and doom it. I believe the only item we're looking out here for is Psychic, so... Yep. Everything else is in battle items. I don't remember if I have one still on. Nope. Only recently you remember what stab was. It's not really explained to you, is it? Okay, Wally's coming up here. First Pokemon's going to be... Altaria, which is just going to start getting Rock Tombed down. I think we're good. Let me open up his movesets so I can look at them and refer to them. Let's do it. Okay, yeah. Wally's at the beginning. That's the much more nice option here. I don't believe this will be too difficult. I didn't calc anything out or anything. I'm going based off of vibes, so we'll see. I gotta be honest, I don't think Iron Defense is worth using here, because nothing's gonna come out and be like, I'm gonna use normal type moves on you and it's gonna do something. I think any attacks that Aggron gets hit with are gonna be special. If it had Amnesia, then we'd be cooking. Speed decrease? Okay, you go down to a Metal Claw. I'm gonna see if I can get the attack increase. Nope. Actually, I think it wouldn't have procced yet. Nothing. Roselia next. That makes sense. It has Giga Drain and Magical Leaf. No one really takes that well other than Registeel. But I don't want to swap to Registeel prematurely. It's a good swap. Aggron's not going to be swapping in on anything else here, so I'm just gonna... Which one of these moves is stronger? They're still rather weak. Aggron might end up getting Earthquake. 50, 70, 50. Okay, we'll use Metal Claw. Whamp. Leech Seed, okay. We might be swapping. I don't know how much damage we do here. It's an Aggron. I shouldn't doubt it. Golly, that actually did quite a bit though. So... Okay, if this hits, you're done. Good. I don't remember if I stay Leech Seeded in Generation 3 after the opponent is knocked out. Because if I don't... Okay, Magneton's coming out. I do. I almost considered... I have nothing here. I almost considered giving Earthquake to Aggron for this fight specifically so that it could counter the Magneton, but Machamp should be able to deal with it, no problem. Or our Magneton could also do it. What? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I should have given it Earthquake. This isn't good. I think it's calc time to see which does the most damage. I'm fairly certain it's going to be Headbutt, if I'm honest. Magneton. Now I have a 9 level advantage. It's not Jover, but I think Thunderbolt hurts a lot. So I'm level 50, it's level 41. Oh, I'm in Scarlet and Violet. Hold on, I'll show y'all. I'll show y'all the calcs. This is just gonna be loose. I'm not gonna give it specific IVs, EVs, or anything. Okay. Oh, I'm dead. I'm so dead. Thunderbolt does half. Brother. I hate that I thought about giving it Earthquake too. We would have been free. That's actually not true. We could have still died here because this is a range to one-shot me. That doesn't feel good. Crit. Can't ask for more than that. Oh, and I'm leech seeded out. Okay. Okay. That's not great. At least we have a lot of steel types. I can't believe that. What the hell? To Magnet Pull of all things. I saw it and was like, yes, it doesn't have Levitate. I can use a ground type move on it if I need to. That's great. Bro, punch this thing. And it's such an easy kill for Machamp too. Oh yeah, we swap out here. This has no attacking moves other than psychic moves, so Mightyena just destroys. And it can set up double teams, but who cares? Yeah, that's all it can do. I mean, it can start Calm Minding. But the last Pokemon after this is Delcatty, and I'm just not gonna swap out so I don't get hit with that Future Sight. Simple as. This kind of sucks, because it's going to eat up a Crunch now, I think. Yeah, it's just annoying. Ah, yeah, you don't need that special defense. Hey, what? Future Sight is typeless, huh? I'm not a big fan of that. Well, I'll swap out to Registeel if I have to, but 2 Crunches does knock out. Okay, it doesn't look like it's setting up another one. Okay, I forgot that Future Sight was typeless. Let me look at this. Calculates its damage when it's hits rather than when it's selected. Generation 5 and onward, it's a Psychic type move. In Generation 3, it works as, it just hits, period. Dang. Well, now I know. And Delcatty. Let me see what it has before I swap here. Cute Charm, Charm. Yes. Go to my, not Mightyena. I have a lot of M Pokemon, Machamp. Cool, nice miss. Die. Aggron, huh? Well, now that I think about it, I guess it's a good thing that we got Registeel, because I think Registeel kind of does Aggron's job, but a little bit better. Slightly better. Crazy, dude. Get out of here. Leave my sight. Disgusting. Okay. I gotta be honest, I don't remember what HMs I need for this area. Well, Aggron, this was our third Pokemon that we ever caught. Mightyena is the only one left out of the first three. Golly, this is some heavy hitters. As much as Aggron completely like just stops any normal type attacks, it's just only one of the Elite Four members and the champion are a physical attacker, and that's the Ghost type. So I think we're fine as far as physical walls go. I'm gonna bring in, let me see what HMs I need for here. I'm sure the wiki says. Strength, Rock Smash, and Surf. Okay. What did you have? You have Rock Smash. I think I can teach it Strength. Seem like a fine team. Yeah. It's pretty well rounded. All right. Let's get to it. Disgusting, bro. Really didn't think I would be losing someone on Wally. On Wally, I could have been 5 levels higher if I so chose. And what sucks about that is I think Aggron still would have lost with that much of a level advantage. The wall just did get outstalled. Magneton, if anything's gonna go down randomly, it's gonna be to a Magneton, you know? Okay, I need to look up a list of required gym battles here. Okay, Hope, all she has is a Roselia. Can get beat by, I should heal. Whoops. Oh, I have plenty of Hyper Potions. Dang, nothing deals with a Roselia super solidly. I don't like that. Okay, Registeel's getting its first chance to shine. It was simply a matter of time. Oh, this is gonna be really annoying. Did it just use Synthesis? Golly. Get out of here. Oh, I need Flash, dude. Let me just look at a map. I hate this. This is as opposed to the Heart Gold and Soul Silver Victory Road, that's really chill. This one's really stressful. Okay, basement floor 1. God, I don't remember where the trainers are either. I should heal before I get in another fight. Next required gym trainer is using a Claydol, so we're gonna make sure that you are not in the front there, brother. Sorry, I'm going back and forth between like looking at a map. What's the way that you want to take here? Yeah. Little rock smack action. And again, I have no clue where the trainers are, so I could come across someone that I don't need to fight. Okay, please tell me, please throw out a clay doll. I need you to throw out a clay doll right now. That's not a clay doll. Well, I lowered its attack, so it's not gonna be too much of a threat. Unless it starts double teaming. Let's get some howls up. Hopefully I only have to hit once. Yeah. Okay. Might as well strength here. There we go. And crunch. So that wasn't a required battle somehow. This is so stressful. Okay, Elite Four is definitely not this stream because I need to do some proper calcing before we risk anything on it. Basement floor 2. Okay. Are you the clay doll user? That's not a clay doll. That's not a clay doll user. Oh, jeez. A lot of fights I shouldn't be getting into. Oh no, I think we passed the required clay doll. And instead fought Samuel. It was a either or situation. So this is a required fight. We should be fine. The Sandslash does have Poison Sting, which might sound stupid to be afraid of, but it kind of is a little bit of a threat that way. Okay, next thing coming in should probably be Ninetales. Ninetales is a little spooky. Next Pokemon is Tropius, and I kind of don't want to have Dorian in on that. This can't really do too much damage to me. Just keep attacking. Personberry! Well, that didn't last too long. I'm gonna swap before I get in a bad situation. I'm not gonna speed up to my death here. Oh, eat that up. This is Dorian's first fight, so I won't speed it up. We get to see it. Now the next Pokemon coming out is a Tropius, so I will be, I guess it's Tropius, isn't it? I will be swapping out, but still fun. That's gonna be Relicanth's, Relicanth? It's gonna be Relicanth's biggest downside is it just can't eat up grass type moves. It's also weak to fighting, to ground. It's got a lot of weaknesses. We just gotta play around it and it can cook. All right, buddy, get hit with this Thunderbolt. I know very little about Tropius's stats, so I don't know if it eats it up. It does. But I do believe we also eat this up. Yep. Yeah, a lot of these trainer fights are just gonna be play as safe as possible. Don't risk anything. And you should be good. I'm gonna make sure I don't go a single fight without healing. Okay, next required fight is a Cacturn and a Pelipper. Dang, Skarmory actually would have gone pretty crazy here. Yeah, I think I just use... No, because I can't really hit it with Thunderbolt. Let's lead with Machamp. Machamp at least won't be getting killed by anything I don't expect. I believe we just go up... This is unfamiliar. This is not where I thought I was, but I think it works. Okay, back up to floor 1. Or basement floor 1, I mean. Oh, this is not the right path. Well, there's Psychic. Yay! Messed up. Back to basement floor 2. Oh, I head south from here. Okay. Not all the way south, though. Okay. This is definitely not a required fight. Anytime you see a Whale Lord, you just gotta deal damage, period, so that it doesn't get a full power water spout on you. That's just kind of the one thing to know about it specifically. Okay, should be a bridge here. Oh. Oh. Somehow this isn't a required fight. Okay, let's take them on one by one. You're the clay doll. Why did that crit? Oh my god. It's probably gonna use Earthquake again. Shit. This is a certified bad moment. What the hell? What moves do you have? Or what Pokemon do you have after this? A Lantern after this. Okay, its only moves is Skill Swap and Earthquake. I'm gonna use some bulk ups. Yep, eat it up. Just don't get a crit. Nope, don't need Scary Face. And you die. I didn't like that. I'm also kind of getting low on PP for a lot of moves. So it's probably safe to say this guy down here has a Medicham and a Claydol. Medicham only has Psychic to attack, so we'll set up on it. Shouldn't have come to my side of the street. Okay. I don't know what on earth we could possibly encounter after this. Hello, better Kate than never. Next Pokemon could possibly be a Skarmory. So I'm gonna lead you into that. Actually, it should probably be Magneton. Yep. Golly. Yep, Skarmory. Knew it. Well, that's fine. I played that right. Okay, back to my map. Okay, I surf here. Go down. Let me check the other map before I go up. Yep, I go up here. You're not a... Oh! Y'all aren't required battles at all. Puzzle. I forgot how much of this was in the Flash Darkness. Just get through this. There we go. Is there a hidden item here? Nope. Okay. I know the rest of this by heart, but I need to see... I think there's a required battle coming up. Cacturn and Pelipper. I can handle that. Who's in the lead? You, and then I can swap to Registeel against the Pelipper. Punch it. Swap on the Pelipper. Get Ancient Powered. Get Ancient Powered. Get Ancient Powered. Get Ancient Powered. Well, this suddenly sucks. I'll do this all day, buddy. Okay, buddy. Hold on. I will kill. How many protects is it gonna get off? Look at this. It's gotten 3 double protects off. And then I missed after that. That was crazy. Okay, these 2 are not required. We already fought Wally. This isn't Ruby and Sapphire. We're free. This song gives me nightmares, by the way, and it's because of Pokemon Emerald Rogue, which is a roguelike ROM hack for Emerald. Okay. Yeah, there's several battles like that where I'm very happy I can speed up. So, before we take on the Elite Four, and I don't want to do this on stream, I basically have like dozens upon dozens of calculations I need to do. I need to decide who I'm gonna bring. I need to figure out who's going to come out on which fight, what moves I need to teach, what held items I need to maybe go back and grab. So that's gonna be it for this stream.